Hello everyone! I thought I'd quickly jump on and make a short video around, still in the theme of simplifying, but it was another topic which I've been wanting to do a video on for a while, which is around journaling. I love journaling, so I thought I'd share how I journal each day in case anyone finds it helpful, and I've enjoyed watching other journaling videos as well, so I thought I would do that. For anyone who is a regular subscriber to my channel, you might have noticed that we've painted our kitchen tiles, so yeah, you might notice that change, and it's really brightened up the kitchen. So yeah, that was a little side note. Anyway, I love to, yeah, as I said, journal. I love even the process of just writing with a pen. Even when I was younger, I loved to practice sort of writing in different fonts sort of thing, and that's always interested me. So just the process of writing as opposed to typing everything, I just enjoy that experience. For my journaling, I've seen on that there is on the market lots of different structured journals that you can buy on with different sort of focuses, but personally I just like to use a notebook, and this is one I'm using up at the moment, because, well, I shouldn't really say using up, I'm enjoying to use at the moment. I found lots of notebooks at my parents' house, so I've collated all my notebooks in one place. This is part of the decluttering in my home as well, and because I'm a Christian as well, and I've got lots of devotional books, when I was sorting out at my parents' house as well, lots of old devotionals, I've now in my house put these all in one drawer in the living room next to where I sit in the morning. So now I'm finding that's really helped me to develop a habit of in the morning I sneak downstairs if my son's still asleep, make myself a coffee, go sit down on the sofa in the quiet and get out a devotional book, not always the same one, and just read a page of that. And that's a new habit that I've been developing. But obviously that wouldn't have been so practical when my son was younger, but it's something that I've started in this new season. Now he's almost 2, so yeah, another little side note. But anyway, so after I've had my morning coffee, I've read my devotional and normally prayed, then I normally grab my journal, which I keep in that same drawer, and start my journaling for the day. And basically I keep it very, very simple, my journaling. So I thought I'd share about that, because I think when you watch some of these videos online, some people sort of journal so much and make it quite complicated, and so I thought I'd just share what I do. I use a blank journal because I like to sort of have a bit of flexibility, and also some days I write a lot more than others, so sort of having only a page per day sometimes is not enough for me, and sometimes I would waste a page if it was a diary, because other days I don't have much to put, or you know, I go out and I'm busy, so I don't note things down so much in the day. But yeah, so I thought I'd just share, I just start the day by writing the date. So I've set out tomorrow as an example, so I write the date and put a little box around it. It's only a rough box. I put a devotional verse here, which I might just put a Bible verse there that I might want to remember from my morning devotional. Here I start writing my to-do list of, normally it's roughly around 5 things that I really need to do today. So today might be, I've got some actions I need to input into an action list that's around my work, and then I might jot down, I need to get some washing done today, I might need to wash the kitchen floor, and whatever is my top things I need to do today, and perhaps I need to go to the shop to buy something. And then once I've cleared my head a bit of my to-do list, then I feel I can centre myself and think about 3 things that I'm thankful for already in that morning. Often, number 1 is that I've been able to have a bit of quiet time before everyone's waken up. But yeah, that just starts my day off in a bit of a positive mood. And then here I normally put my top goals that I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, my top goals might be, so at the moment I've been doing 10 minutes of weights per day. So that's something that is one of my main focuses at the moment, the continuing of that. So that might be on the list. Recently, another thing on the list was I wanted to finish my uni assignment. So that was on the list for quite a few weeks, as that was a focus of mine. And a few weeks ago, another focus was preparing for an interview. So it's sort of like those things often change. Sometimes, like, maybe I won't always write the top goals every day if I feel they're already in my mind, but I think especially at the start of the week it's quite a good thing to sort of focus your mind. So that's what I found. So those are just the only things that I tend to journal. Throughout the day I might jot down other things I need to remember. Yeah, it does get quite scruffy because I've learned to not be so perfectionist and neat about it, because I need it to serve a purpose, and often it's to help me stay focused and to remember the things that I need to remember, whether it's, I need to pay a certain bill or whatever. I might just jot them around the space or anywhere aside from these areas. But aside from this, there's some other things that I've done at the back of my journal, which are ongoing things, which I journal, which are not daily journaling, because I guess what I've just explained is what I journal daily. So at the back here of my journal, I've put books read this year, because most years, well, recently I've wanted to read, say, 10 books within the 12 months. So, but something I've thought about recently is that actually, instead of only writing a book there when I've finished it, I think I actually want to write there books that I've read even if I haven't finished it, because quite a lot of years I might have read half a book, but it's still sort of influenced my thinking. It's still something that I've read even if I haven't read the complete book. So that's what I'm going to start doing soon as well, write down the name of books even if I don't finish them within the year. Next I've got a list of achievements for this year, and this is something that I started a few years ago, and I love this, because at the end of the year then you look back and you remember these things, and it's something to celebrate and to sort of give thanks for. And it's not always massive things, like on the list, some examples is when I've put there things like we celebrated our birthdays, I had my first telephone interview of the year, and then I've put there that I got invited for a second stage interview for a certain job. I finished my uni readings, and then another part later on was that I submitted an assignment for one part of my uni course. Sort of other, like any certificate I gained through my work. Sort of, yeah, just lots of like smaller steps that I want to remember was an achievement this year, even if sort of I didn't achieve the whole goal, which relating to my work might be, even if I didn't achieve the whole goal of finding a new job, an achievement was to have been invited for an interview, then to participate in it. So it's sort of remembering these things, so at the end of the year I can go through and think, wow, a lot of good things and a lot of things were achieved this year. So yeah, that's something that I really enjoy. And when I finish this notebook, I then even if the year's not finished, I go and rewrite these out as setting up the new notebook. And again, that's another time of being thankful and remembering all the things that have happened. Yeah, so it's not a one-time only event sometimes. Also, I've got a list of my goals. This might be yearly goals or 5-yearly goals, because I listen to Terri's Real Foy. I love her videos. I'll link to her channel below. Yeah, she really encourages you to write down your goals, and some days, probably that 2 or 3 times a week, I will actually just turn to this page and read through them, just as a keeping my mind focused on where I want to head, sort of, in different areas of my life. Some of them are career related goals. Some of them are sort of like house goals, things that we want to do to our house. One of them is on the list is buy a shed. We still haven't done that, but that's still on the list. Holiday goals, financial goals, things like that is on the list. Yeah, so I've got about, well, there's 18 goals here, but she often recommends around 10. But yeah, that's what I put there. And I've also got a bit to the side saying big dreams, because I think it's good to have big dreams too. So yeah, that's what's there. Then I've got a page which says irregular spends, and I write each month in a little box, and then I just note their upcoming spends, sort of looking ahead financially. So sort of like birthdays coming up in the months ahead, any sort of holidays booked or that sort of thing, or any sort of larger one-off bills go on there as something for me to keep in mind. Then at the back here I've got another page which I'll put Dave Ramsey's baby steps. I'll put the link to my video where I talked about these, because I like to refer back to that and have a look at that from time to time, just to sort of keep me focused on where I want to go with finances. And then next to that I've got my personal financial goals that I want to work through. So sort of like save £1,000 emergency fund and pay off my car, that sort of thing is what's on there at the moment. And I've got a little note which says debt tracker, and then I've just listed there the debts that we currently have, such as my car, and then I tick them off once they're paid. So we just paid off our sofas in January, so that's ticked off the list. So again, it's sort of a reminder and an achievement list at the same time. And then at the bottom on this same financial page I've put my monthly bills, and then I've put a list of those which are my ongoing financial commitments every month, so that I've got them sort of to refer to or just look over from time to time. So yeah, that's all about my journaling. Yeah, so but those bits at the back of my journal, they're things that I some of them I don't really add to, like the financial page, it's something to just read through from time to time. But other ones, like the achievements for this year, I just add to now and then when I feel like, oh yeah, that was an achievement, I'll jot that down so I remember it in future. So yeah, I hope you found this little video interesting. I would love for you to comment and let me know if you journal, what things do you journal? Do you journal lots of things or just little things? And how do you find it helps you? And even a comment if you think, oh, I'd love to get into journaling, but it's not really my thing, or sort of like, yeah, whether you find a blank page is exciting or it's just too much to be starting with a blank page. Yeah, I'd love to hear your comments. Yeah, and I'll reply to anyone who comments too. Or if you just like this video, you can always just comment a little heart, and yeah, that really encourages me to keep making videos. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more of my videos, then press the subscribe button. Take care, have a great week.